Listen, have you got no work to do?
I was just admiring the way you do yours, Dad.
Absolutely. Listen, when you get home tonight, bring some burgers with you, will you? Because your mum's got a load on, so I am going to be doing the cooking.
Right. Cheesy ones, spicy ones?
I don't mind if they're kangaroo ones, sonny boy.
Then.
Calm down, all right?
Give it a bag!
All right. Just calm down, mate. Calm down, all right.
Go! I told your mum to meet you at the hospital.
Oh, no, cheers, kid. Well, at this rate, she'll probably be there before you anyway. Where the hell's the ambulance?
I'll be okay.
Catch yourself on, son. Have your fizzes stoved in.
It might be just a bruise.
What do you know about it?
Well, I don't.
Exactly, you don't. So just keep your mouth shut.
Now, listen, it wasn't my fault.
You saying it's mine, Carly?
No, of course I'm not.
Just give it a rest, will you?
Oh, Mrs. Naylor. Fancy seeing you here.
What a coincidence, both of us back at the same time.
Yes. Have a nice lunch.
Delightful, Mr. Holdsworth.
After you.
Thank you.
Mr. Watts, everything in order?
No.
What do you mean, no? What's all this? What's going on?
Armed robbery, Reg. While you were at lunch.
You what?
Well, the takings have gone. But the important thing is, Andy got hurt.
Well, this is terrible, this. What are you stood there for? Where's the police and the ambulance, eh?
You tell me. I bet they weren't in Casey's wine bar, were they?
Well, of course they weren't. Don't be stupid. Talking about wine bar, I've been in conference.
Yeah. With Mrs. Maureen Dermot Bingham Naylor. I know. And while you were in conference with Mrs. Maureen...
Yes, thank you, Norman. Just keep giving it.
Your store and your staff were under armed attack. I hope you had a nice conference.
Has it been hurt?
Well, I don't know. Waiting for the ambulance.
Oh, this is terrible, is this? You know, it's terrible.
I know it's terrible.
Have you been hurt?
No, I wasn't hurt.
God, it's terrible, is this? You know, terrible.
Tell me about it.
There's several £1,000s in that bag.
My heart bleeds for you, Reg.
I should have been here, me.
I know. I take your point. It's not going to look too good on the report, is it? Eh? Unfortunately, Mr. Holdsworth wasn't here because he was in Casey's wine bar with Cheese Superintendent Maureen Naylor.
All right, Norman, all right. If I hear one word of this beat at the head office, just one word, I'll take it very badly amiss, me.
It's about time, too. Reg! Reg!
Yes?
Listen to me, when the police get here, tell them I'm down the hospital with my son, all right?
Right, will do, Jim, will do. All right.
Most important thing to remember about this job, Andy, is that it's only a job. When the shooter's involved, there's only one thing to do. That's keep calm, make sure you don't get hurt. And try and make sure nobody else does either. Okay, they're villains. They're the scum of the earth. But they're not worth dying for, son. And a few poxy grand in a wages bag, that's not even worth getting scratched for.
You're saying I was stupid?
Yeah, I'm not. Saying you didn't think, you just reacted. You were lucky he was a professional. If he'd been a bit jumpy, he might have used the other end of his gun. You wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be here. Maybe there'd be a few others who wouldn't either. There were two guys with two shooters and a lot of frightened people. There could have been a bloodbath.
And it could have been my fault.
Nah, not your fault, son. Look, they had the shooters, they'd have done the shooting. Just thank God we didn't give them any cause to.
Steve said I was an idiot.
Steve said right. Did he also say you were a very brave young fellow? I don't know, I'd have probably done the same thing when I was younger. You're a young lad, Andy, you're a hothead and you react. It's not your fault, that's what young men do. All the problems of this world are caused by young men. I firmly believe that. Or old men behaving like young men. That's when you get to my age, you tend to think first. So, I may not be heroic, but at least I'm still alive.
Well, I've learnt something today.
Yeah, so have I. But I'm not going to tell you what.
And Chocolate Mountain, because most of it's still down at Better Buy. Yeah. Ah, there we are, the hero of the hour.
Are you the man who pins on the medals? Because if you are, I wouldn't want one.
But I'm not quite sure who does a medal for handing over bags of money.
Well, I'll tell you what, Reggie. Why don't you try asking the Royal Society for the protection of innocent bystanders? Maybe they'll tell you.
How are you feeling, Jamie? You still shook up?
No, not especially. No, I'm just sorry about the way things turned out. There wasn't a lot I could do.
At least your lad had a go, though, didn't he?
Oh, yes, I heard. Now, that was brave. Oh, dear. I mean, when you think what could have happened.
Yes, I do think. I'm just glad he's in one piece.
Yeah, well, you must be very proud of him.
I always have been. But just this wasn't one of his best ideas.
Really? Well, at least he had a go, because somebody had to, didn't they?
Oh, somebody has to. Somebody has to be widowed, and somebody has to be orphaned, and some mother has to be weeping. Is that it? Somebody, but probably not you.
I didn't say have a go at me. I'm not a hero, I know. But then, of course, I'm not supposed to be, am I?
No, you'll hand out the medals.
He said that, not me.
They're nice to have, of course, especially for the children. If they're too young to remember the man, they can at least admire the medals.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I spoke.
You did exactly the right thing, Mr. McDonald. Money you can replace. People you can't.
Right enough, Emily.
And heroes aren't very easy to live with, are they? Especially dead ones.
You know about your husband, do you?
Yes, I think somebody did mention it.
Yes.
Oh,
Certainly it all gets passed on to the CID. Either them or Nick Ross, somebody with a cushy number any road.
So it's all going to be reconstructed with actors then, is it?
Clocked enough detail.
Well, when you can only sit and watch, you may as well keep your eyes open.
Army training, eh?
Yeah, maybe.
I fancy the army. Girlfriend wouldn't wear it, though, not with all their Northern Ireland caper. No offence. Look at Manchester now. Bombs in Deansgate, drug wars, lunatics with guns. Funny old world.
Yeah, isn't it just?
You seen you?
Cheerio. Let's have a look at you. Andy, listen, I wasn't close enough to him. Do you understand me now? I wasn't close enough to do anything.
don't have to tell me I
I've been
was
going
there.
over and over in my mind trying to work out what I could have done.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Well, maybe nothing's the only thing I could have done, but I'll tell you what, it's not a very good feeling, son. Hello, Arthur. Yes, Jim McDonald here. Yeah, listen, has anyone phoned in sick or anything? Yeah, I know. But, well, I'd sooner be doing a shift, you know what I mean? Yeah, we have a wee look first. Right, I'm away to work.
Why so soon?
Look, I don't need smelling salts, love. I just need to get back on the job.
But why?
Because I've swapped shifts, that's why.
Well, I'd sooner you didn't.
Well, I have to go in now, all right? And I don't want to discuss it because I don't want to have a row, but I'm going to work, all right?
Wayne got me a beautiful one in a basket. Oh, it's bigger than that, weighs a ton. It must have a pound at least of those little candlets inside.
There'll be more than a pound. Lands up on your hips, believe me.
Hiya.
Oh, no, I'm not going to eat it, Betty. No, it's far too beautiful for that. I'm just going to leave it just where it is, up there on the dressing table. Suggesting me willpower, I know, but if all I do is look at it, then the next time my Wayne looks at me, he shan't have any complaints, shall he?
You're a bit late. I was starting to get worried.
Worry? Why? What's the panic?
No, really.
No more excitement to report, then?
There's not much tea left in this pot. I'll make a fresh.
Don't worry. I'll sort myself out, love.
Do you know what makes me shudder? It really does.
What's that?
Well, I used to work at Better Buys at the time. I didn't realise it was so dangerous.
Well, I'm sure it's not normally.
Yeah, but you must dread him going out to work, though, Liz. I mean, that robbery happened in broad daylight, didn't it? Night shift is all on his own. Anything could happen.
Whereas your Wayne goes out every Saturday just asking to get his head kicked in. I'll see to Jim's breakfast. Take that through to bar when you go, will you?
Stupid.
Oh, sorry, Dad.
Hi, Steve. What time is it?
It's nearly lunchtime.
Oh. Hi, Vicky, have you come to keep an eye on us then, love?
Oh, only on Steve.
Oh, well, when you see Bet, be sure to tell her Liz is taking this pub game like a duck to water, so she has.
She will be pleased. I heard about the robbery at Better Buys.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's old news now, love.
Well, I worry about something like that happening to Bet. What with her being here on her own?
Well, I don't know. If I was a thug, I'd think twice about taking her.
No, she's no pushover, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's got guts, Bet. Just hope she never has to prove it. Right, listen, I'll take myself upstairs now.
No, you're all right, Dad. We can go.
Not at all. You two stay down here. The girls will be coming through with food now anyway. And listen, don't you two give Betty any reason to go and drop those hot pots, you understand me? See you later.
See you later.
Raquel, will you bring Stubbs over here, please? And I'd like to ask my husband to do the draw.
Oh, yeah.
Right, it's a green ticket and it's number 74.
Green 74. Anybody? No?
Hey, hold on. Dad. Yeah, it's one of yours.
Oh, I want my money back.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Look, I don't want any of your prizes, love, all right? Give it a Phyllis, okay? I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, lovely tarpet.
Right, hang on to your tickets, everybody. We'll have a redraw. Raquel.
All right.
It's dead funny, you know, walking through an empty boozer on the way home. I can't get used to it at all.
No, but you're being pushed out of a few in your time.
Yeah,
Work
that's
all
true.
right?
Yeah. I finished a book. I did 2 crosswords and I fixed that radio for time for breakfast.
My heart bleeds for you. I laid awake all night wondering what Bet did with that box of till rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll sleep all day and I'll be running around like a neurotic moth.
So maybe you'll find 10 minutes to come upstairs then?
10 minutes?
Okay, call it 15. I'll throw in a massage. How's that?
Oh, hiya.
Morning.
Hi, morning, Vicky. Did you sleep well, love? Oh.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations. Breakfast will be about 5 minutes.
Oh, can I help?
No, you're all right. You sit down. Oh, Jim, will you do me a big favour? Will you nip down and change bitter?
Oh.
I know, but Jack's not in today and it would save me a lot of messing about.
Can I wait till after breakfast?
Well, look at you. You'll be zonked before you get through your breakfast.
Okay, I'll go and get changed.
Thank you.
Oh. Sorry, Rocco.
I dreamt that we're back. I thought it was safe to come down looking like a duck.
Don't worry about it, love. I'm used to it.
Oh, now, don't let Liz hear you say that.
No. I meant the lads, love.
There was nothing in for breakfast, I'm afraid, and you wouldn't send me back to work starving, would you?
Blame him.
God, you look rough, Dan.
Do come in.
Oh, Mum, brilliant. I could smell that 7 doors down.
He spent all the food money on booze and videos. Alf wouldn't let me have a slate.
I'm glad Al's got some sense. You've spent all that housekeeping money.
No, just a tenner tops till I get paid on Friday. I had to take Amy out, didn't I?
Well, you better sit down. Get a couple of stools from out there. I'll fetch you some plates.
Yeah, Dad. Got for that. Cheers.
Charming.
So, first day back at work then, son?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
All right, really. I'm just glad of the money, you know.
Hey, shift.
Hey, didn't you used to be Raquel?
Rod for your own back, Betty. We've got 2 more weeks here. Hey, love. Can you sleep?
Isn't it funny? Every time I smell booze, I can't keep my right arm still. I think it's called conditioned reflexes or something.
Our take-home pay is not going to cover the IOUs, is it?
Look, I'm getting Steve some dinner. Can I tempt you, love?
No thanks.
That's disgusting. Tell him, Betty, it's disgusting.
Well, if I'd got a teaching degree, I wouldn't be rushing off to work over Easter, would I?
Well, according to Ken, he spends half his holidays doing paperwork.
That's what they all say. It's to stop people tumbling to the fact that they've got 12 weeks holiday a year. A medium sherry and half a bitter, please, Jim. Oh, charming. Well, long live Bet, if that's his attitude, eh? Ha. Oh, Liz.
Close your eyes.
What?
Close your eyes. Open.
Oh, brilliant. What are these for?
They'll suit you.
Thank you.
Sorry, Steve, I got sidetracked. Do you want a leg or a breast?
Give him hot pot, Betty.
Right, I could do with 5 minutes peace, if that's not too much trouble for you two.
No, I'll wait out there.
Well, actually, I'm not supposed to go in the bar when it's open. Bet doesn't like it.
Is it all right for you upstairs?
Look, go where you like.
Well, if I went where I like, I could be down here, wouldn't I? Mind you, if you'd have stayed in bed, we wouldn't have that problem, would we?
Don't you dare speak to me like that again, son.
It was a joke.
Well, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them.
Oh, sorry. Hey, have you and Steve just had a row?
Right.
You walked out of here with the right face on him.
No, and well, you know what he's like. He was just gobbing off in front of his girlfriend, so I just wised him up a wee bit.
Will you give me a hand to count this lot?
No. No, I'm going to try and have a kip.
OK. Well, with a bit of luck, I might find 10 minutes.
Ernie, we got visitors here. Hey!
Cocky, don't leave me! Use it.
Oh, is that right now, son?
I'm sorry.
So, there's two of these guys, right? Aye, the minute they see me, one of them decides to leg it, and the other one, he decides he's going to be brave, aye? Comes at me with a crowbar.
No.
Oh, well, aye. What do you think I'm thinking, eh? A crowbar? You think I'm afraid of a crowbar? 2 weeks ago, I'm looking down the barrel of a shotgun. Anyway, I smacked him, down he went.
You hit him?
But what was I meant to do, love? Phone a social worker? Anyway, his others given in by that stage, so I phoned the police, they come, lift him, and, well, off they both go. Well, one of them needed to go in an ambulance.
But you're all right.
I've never been better. It's the first time I felt I haven't been completely wasting my time.
What did the police say?
What do you think they said, love? Look, the two villains in the bag, all they've got to do is lift them. They're not going to complain about that, are they?
Morning.
Look, all I'm doing is protecting the building. That's what I'm paid for.
Yeah, but two of them. One with a crowbar.
Well, perhaps he'd have been better off without his crowbar. He wouldn't have ended up in hospital, would he?
What's happened?
Oh, nothing to worry yourself about. Have some tea, love. Go on.
Well, at least you're all right.
Well, of course I am. I mean, do I look like someone who's been beaten up black and blue?
Thank goodness, no.
Have you been in a fight?
I wouldn't dignify it by calling it a fight, love. Just some hooligans chancing their arm. No, one of them's in the police cells, and the other one, he's in a hospital bed. Right, well, better go and give them my side of the story.
There aren't going to be any problems, are there?
No, he just wants to cover himself. Make sure there's no comebacks. With them two lads being juveniles.
Being what?
Yeah, 15, the pair of them, apparently.
But you talked as if they were grown men.
Yeah, well.
15? Jim, they were mere boys. Children.
Look, Liz, it was dark. There was two of them coming at me with a crowbar. Believe you me, in my book, that makes them plenty old enough.
Oh, well, thank goodness. I was beginning to worry.
And what were you worrying about, love? You see, everybody just wanted to buy the hero of the hour a drink, that's all. I mean, you know how it is.
I know the hero of the hour is going to be asleep on his feet tonight.
No. You see, I've got the rest of the night off for rest and recuperation, so I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to have a wash, I'm going to have a brush up, and then I'm coming downstairs and I'm going to join you then.
But there weren't any problems, I mean, with them only being lads.
Of course there weren't. And how many times do I have to tell you, Liz? They weren't two Boy Scouts, you know them two. No, they were a couple of thugs and they got no more than they deserved. You believe me now.
Oh. Hey, that's not our whiskey, you know.
I'll buy another bottle.
I thought you were coming through.
Oh. Spent all my time talking to everybody about the other night's exploits, eh?
I got the impression you didn't mind doing that.
I've got to stop kidding myself, Liz. A wee lad I beat up was 15 years old, you know.
Yeah, but
I didn't have to do it, love. Right? I didn't have to do any of it. But I did. You know why? Because I enjoyed it. I wanted to hurt him. I wanted to damage him. You know, if I'm really honest, I wanted to kill him. That's what I wanted to do, you know. I wanted to kill him.
No.
Yes. I'm going crazy. Too crazy for this job. I'm not going back to that. I beat up a 15-year-old boy. Because I enjoyed it. That's the type of madman you're married to, Liz.
Hiya. Good timing. I've just made a brew. How did it go today?
It went.
Oh, what time are you back on?
Midnight?
Midnight?
Yeah, I should change your rota. I don't know, it makes sense to them anyway.
Hey,
Thanks.
well, it seems a daft time.
Yeah, they call it the graveyard shift. Could have been a graveyard for that wee lad, couldn't it?
He was hardly a wee lad, Jim.
Oh, come on, love. He was 15 years old. A couple of years ago, could have been Steve or Andy. And I could have killed him.
No, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wanted to. Make no mistake, love. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, soldiering. Maybe it never leaves you. And how long before this happens again? Before I catch myself beating some young thug into oblivion, eh?
Well, perhaps you might not have to be there as long as you think. How do you fancy you and me running a pub? What are you doing up?
I couldn't sleep, love.
Liz, it is off.
Jack, bitter needs changing.
Don't worry, love, I'll do it.
Hey?
Well, I can't be interrupting a man when he's having his crack, eh?
See you, lads.
Right, man, see ya. All the best. Right, I'll finish you off. You take yourself away on, Jacko.
Right?
You got your man to settle in, haven't you?
Are you up to my job or what?
No disrespect to yourself, Jacko, but I would not be a cellarman for all the tea in China.
That's all right, then. I'll go and get my coat, Doug.
I'll see you out front, Jack.
See you, doggy. Yeah, but a pub manager, now that's an entirely different prospect altogether, isn't it, eh?
So we're going to think something to that.
It did.
What did?
I've resigned. And what's more, I've told them I'm not going to work a week out and I'm not playing chocolate soldiers for anyone anymore.
But why?
Why? Liz, have you forgotten what happened last week, love? I put a 15-year-old boy into hospital.
No, of course I haven't forgotten. I just thought, you know, you were coming to terms with it.
Yeah, and I thought I was too, but last night showed me different.
Why? What happened last night?
Hiya. Oh,
Morning, Raquel.
you had your wife worried you. She thought you'd run off.
Oh, well, he hasn't. That's the main thing.
Come on, food here. Excuse me, Raquel.
Well, excuse me for existing.
Last night, they put me on a building site, all right? And it was the same building site that I came across those two lads on. So all of a sudden, it goes off in my head, right? It's like I can see it there in front of me. I'm thumping the light out of this kid. So, I started to think about that offer your man made from the brewery.
What offer?
Oh, Liz, you know what offer. You and me together running a boozer. You and I.
Jim, that one's an offer.
Of course.
Excuse me. I'm just going upstairs now, and I'm sorry if I've been in the way.
No, Raquel, you haven't.
Look. Offer, invitation, call it what you like, but your man as good as said.
Yeah, sometime. Not now, not next week. Just an idea for future.
All right, well, tell him the future's come a bit quicker than you thought.
Jim, this folk have been waiting months, years to get their own pub. They've got experience and training. All I've done is stand in here for a couple of weeks.
But your man said, Liz.
Yet, like people say all sorts of things when they don't think for a minute you're ever going to take them up on it.
Okay, all right, fine. So you're saying I've gone and done it all wrong again?
No, I'm just saying we can't rely on what Wilmore said.
Well, I'll give you something you can rely on, love. I'm getting out of that uniform and I'm not getting back into it ever.
Morning. Oh, have I come at the wrong time?
No, of course you haven't, Betty. Come on in. You shouldn't have resigned.
No, you're saying I just shouldn't have resigned yet.
Well, it means we'll only have my wage coming in.
What about Steve? Maybe he can keep us, eh? No. Maybe I'll get them to take me back.
You really don't want to, though, do you?
Yeah, well, there's millions of people who've spent their lives doing things they don't want to do to keep their wives and children. Now, why should I be any different?
What all that's about?
I worried trying to tell her how she would get us both off this motoring offence. You know, by saying she'd had one of her turns, but would she have it? Oh, no. And we know why, don't we? Give us half a lager.
Well, why?
Because she's ashamed, isn't she? Don't want anybody to know that she was carted off in a green van. Probably going round saying she spent a fortnight in Butlins.
Well, I can only say no.
Who can?
Wilmore, when I go see him this afternoon. I've just rung him. And surprise, surprise, he did remember who I was. And yet, he'll be in this aft if I care to go in and have a chat.
Well, did you tell him what it was all about?
No, I thought I'd do that to his face.
Well, fair play to you, love. That's dead on. So you're going to go in there and sell it to him?
I'll probably be that nervous I won't be able to get a word out. Just to go see him so he can talk to both of us together.
No, see? Marriage guidance, eh?
About running a pub.
I know. Listen, dead on, love. You played a blinder. So it was like I said, your man was serious?
He was, yeah.
Well, we'd better let him know he's not the only one then.
Yeah, but let's not get carried away, eh? He still just wants to talk to us. He hasn't made any definite offer.
Ah, well, he will soon enough when he finds out the calibre of people he's dealing with, I'm telling you. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he lets us have this place in Sack's Bet.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
She didn't hear me, did she?
I hope not. Hey, and listen, we don't want anybody else hearing about this either. Or it'll be, oh, who do they think they are? And then they'll be tickled pink if we don't get it.
Well, nobody will hear a word from me, my sweet.
Except,
What?
Now, I don't want you broadcasting this. You two are the only ones that know.
Well, no, what, though? Yeah, we don't know anything, yeah?
Well, if you just sit quietly and listen to your mother for a minute.
Me and your dad are thinking of training to become pub managers. And, well, if everything turns out the way we hope, we'll probably end up running a pub of our own.
Great.
Yeah, best of luck.
But do you understand what it'd mean? Your dad's already given up his security job.
Have you?
And
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Can I have a uniform for party?
No, you cannot.
and I'd be giving up working here, and we'll probably have to go and live in whatever pub we get.
Definitely.
Yeah, it'd mean selling the house and maybe even moving away from here altogether.
Well, I've already done that. I could get a flat. You in a flat?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, we could just imagine empty beer cans and pizza boxes all over the place.
Oi, listen, are the pair of you taking this seriously now? This is a whole new direction. It will change our lives.
Yeah, well, your lives may be, but we won't be running this pub, would we?
Probably wouldn't even be living there.
Well, I suppose they're right, love.
See, we're big boys now. You just have to get used to making your own decisions. Stop relying on us to make them for you.
Well, I want a flat. One like Baldwin's.
You really mean you two wouldn't come with us?
Well, we'd come and visit, wouldn't we? You know, see how you were getting on.
Don't think of it as losing the family anyway. Just think of it as gaining the pub.
And I thought I was telling you some exciting news.
Well, all right, Liz. I mean, it's our future, it's not theirs, you know what I mean?
And is that not the same thing anymore? No, it's not, is it?
Liz, don't go worrying about what the lad said. Come on.
No, I just hadn't thought, that's all. They are growing up. It is our future, not theirs. So.
Yeah, so don't go letting them take the shine off it. I mean, this is the best future we've had in a long time, and I'm not going to let them spoil it, I promise you. So you with me?
I am, yeah.
Right. Tell you what, nobody told me run the boozer be this knackering. You never get to bed till 1, then you have to be up at 6 to bottle up to open at 11.
Well, we can always call this afternoon off.
Oh, no way.
So you do like it, then?
Oh, I like being my own boss again.
And you like the crack behind the bar?
Certainly. Like a bit of crack with the lads.
Not only the lads. Do you want a cuppa?
No. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind some breakfast, although that cellar's a mean cold place this time of the morning.
Well, you should have left the pipes to Jack. It is his job.
Well, as long as the beer has my name on it, then I want it to be in the best nick ever.
Are you saying Jack don't do his job properly?
Not at all. I'm just saying if I do it, then I know it's done.
Well, he'd be offended if he knows you've been down there.
Well, tough.
What's going on? Has war been declared, or what?
No, we're doing our bit now because we've an appointment at 3, so you and Jack will have to clear up.
Where you off?
We're going to see the bank manager. No, going to see the bank manager, Jacko.
You can't go and see a bank manager dressed like that. He'll think you're too well off.
Look, you have to convince him you can pay them back.
Yeah, well, if you don't, I'm sure he'd take your wife instead. I'm sure I would.
Give over, Jack. You're embarrassing me.
Now, come on, you look terrific.
You do.
really
Well, thank you.
see, eh?
Listen, we shouldn't be too long, so if the pair of you just clean them glasses up, then you can take yourselves off.
Oh, no. What about me pipes?
Oh, I did them this morning, Jacko. Thought I'd do you a wee favour, so I did. Cheerio now.
Yeah, see ya. You didn't know, you know, when I got up this morning, pair of them been up near on 2 hours.
What do they now?
Yeah, well, you know what that means this afternoon, don't you? You can go to Booker's, do what you like.
Right.
Well, you don't look very pleased about it.
Makes you think, though, doesn't it? I mean, what is he doing down my cellar?
Well, thanks very much for the tour, Mr. Wilmore. It was very interesting indeed.
You'll have to come back and do the proper one sometime. Meanwhile, it does give you an idea of our operations here. Would you care for a drink?
No, not at all. It's a wee bit early for me, so it is.
Well, as I said, I'm delighted you're both interested in working for us. I've been very impressed with the way Liz has coped at the Robus since Mrs. Gilroy's been on holiday.
But it was me you wanted to make sure of first, right?
Just an informal chat, yes.
Well, I don't blame you. I mean, it's as well to know who you're taking on if you decide to take us on, that is.
Well, we know Liz can do it, and your army record stands in your favour. You're obviously a man who can take care of himself, and a pub, if needs be. Not, of course, that we condone any sort of physical persuasion, you understand. That's very dangerous ground. No, what we're after is someone who looks as though they can control a situation without having to resort to doing so. So, we'll be requiring references from present and maybe even previous employers. I presume that won't be a problem.
That'll be fine, I'm sure.
And, of course, it's standard practice to vet any applicants for a criminal record.
Well, you'll have no problems on that score.
Fine. Well, I see no reason why we shouldn't arrange a formal interview for sometime next week. In the meantime, are there any questions you'd like to ask me?
Hey, come on, cheer up. It went well, didn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, we've got an interview.
And what's going to happen when he takes up those references from the security firm?
We just have to hope that they're good.
It'd be a damn sight better if I hadn't thumped that wee lad, wouldn't I?
Well, who's to say they're going to tell the brewery that? Besides, you're only doing your job.
Oh, come on, Liz. I was doing a damn sight more than my job, and you know it.
Yeah, well, there's no point worrying about it till it happens. And if it does, you tell the truth. They want somebody who can handle themselves. Wilmore said so himself. You know, I still can't get the hang of that flipping toaster. It's much fiercer than ours.
That's because it's prehistoric, love. You know, you're going to miss all this high-tech stuff when you get back to your Orway house.
Well, I certainly shan't be sorry to get back to my own little bed. I think I've got side Alex slept in, all lumps and bumps.
Yeah, well, you never know. You see, you might end up with a country pub with a four-poster bed, huh?
I wish you wouldn't talk like that, like it's a foregone conclusion. You're tempting fate.
Not at all. Just being positive. My looks and your talent, love, sure, were naturals.
Yeah, you go in as cocky as that on Friday and you'll be lucky if Wilmore gives you a job as a pot man.
No, I'm not a complete idiot, Liz. Even though you keep telling me I'm only hearing your coattails.
I've never done that.
No, well, all the same, I intend to show them that I'd be a damn good landlord in my own right.
Hey, I thought we were doing this as a team.
Look, Liz, they know your track record. I'm the unknown quantity here. I've got to show them I'm going to be a winner. Besides, this might be the last chance I get to do anything halfway decent.
Lady boss, you haven't forgotten that I won't be in this afternoon, have you?
Why? Where are you going?
It's all right. Jack did ask me. He's got a dentist appointment.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't you just drop him off and pick him up later, eh?
That isn't even remotely funny. I've been having lots of problems with my top set, I'll show you.
No, you're all right, I believe
I
you.
need a thorough check-up, you see, so I might be gone for quite a while.
Yeah, I've said it's all right, Jack. I'm sure Jim can manage anything that needs
Absolutely.
doing.
He's setting to it like a duck to water. If ever I saw a natural-born landlord, it's Jim Moyer.
Oh, thank you very much, Donald.
Hey, what are you up to, Duckworth?
Like I said, I'm going to the dentist, Betty.
Yes, and I'm having ballet lessons. The last time you went to the dentist, Harold Wilson was Prime Minister.
You're a very suspicious woman, Betty.
Yes, I know I am. Working with you for 10 years.